December 1st, 2020 was one of the scariest days of my life as a realtor, and it totally changed the way I did business. I received a call the day before from what sounded like a young man saying he wanted to sell his mother's house ASAP, and he wanted me to come out to see the house. Now, thankfully, my husband was home that morning, and I absentmindedly just asked him to join me on the appointment. This is not something I usually do. Thank God that I asked him, because what we saw when we opened that door was a sight that I will never forget. So a man opened the door. He was like in a state of disarray. He looked irritated. He was unkept. And he just looked like he was mad that I didn't come by myself. And the house was a complete mess, like a hoarder situation with trash everywhere. My husband said he saw like condom wrappers on the floor, and it was just crazy. And then to top it off, there was like a vicious barking dog in the house. It was kind of like dark in the house. And I really do not believe that I would have made it out of that house alive, or if I did live, I would not have been in my sound mind because of what would have happened in that house. And thankfully, that split decision to go with my husband, changed what could have been a really bad situation for me. And I know there are like realtors like Beverly Carter, who was abducted and, killed, that was not as lucky as I was. And I was like shaking for like days and months, and it completely, like I said, changed the way that I did my real estate business. And prior to that experience, I was like always moving like at a breakneck speed. I was like focused on my clients, focused on being busy, focused on being productive, and that almost ended my life. So just to ensure safety from physical attacks moving forward, like there's just certain things that I decided to do as an agent, and that I would recommend to both agents and clients that they should take the following precautions. So definitely meet in like a public place, like whenever possible, like conduct your first appointment like in either like a Starbucks or Panera, or like in the broker's real estate office rather than a secluded location. And then and you can even meet like at a new construction home with a sales representative there as well. You could do that. And then you want to like inform others and just kind of share with like your colleagues or your family members, like and your friends, like where you're going to be, the time, like what houses that you're going to be seeing. And then you want to like use a buddy system if you can. Like if you can go see properties with like a colleague or like with a friend, you want to do that. If you're a realtor, you can have like your friend or your family member with you at the open house. Like, it's not advisable to do it by yourself. And you really just want to trust your instinct. Like if something feels off or uncomfortable, remove yourself from the situation and like don't even do it. Like sometimes I will like walk behind people, like kind of stand outside and let them walk inside themselves, because the goal is always to make sure that we are making it home safely. And then like you want to have like your cell phone like fully charged, and you want to like establish like a clear plan of emergency plan, like just in case, how like to run whatever you need to do. You just need to kind of have some kind of plan. And then you kind of like want to schedule your appointments like when it's lighter outside. I know it's about to be daylight savings and it's about to start getting darker, so try to see if you can schedule your showings like before like 7 or 8 p.m. if at all possible. And then just limit like sharing information. Even like if you're at an open house, like I wouldn't blast it out and say, I'm at this 123 Main Street, I'm here right now by myself, because if you do, you could attract the wrong person at the open house. And just avoid like entering like confined areas, like just be careful. Like if somebody wants to take you to like a far wooded area, again, you want to make sure that you check them out, do that. And like I know Virginia Association of Realtors, they have like a product called Forewarn. You can kind of go on people's social media posts just to kind of look them up and just to make sure that they're actually legit. Just take that extra step. I know like right now, real estate agents, we're really hungry and people want to kind of get out and meet clients, but your safety is of the utmost important. And then if you're a seller that's selling your home, you want to make sure that you pre-screen the buyers. You want to make sure that you have like proof of funds or pre-approval letter. If you're doing like for sale by owner, of course you want to, if you can use a real estate agent that will work with you. And with real estate agents, before people can kind of come into your house, they have to use a system called showing time, and we get the agent's information just to kind of know who's coming into the house. And then you don't want to have like your personal information all over the place. You don't want to have like bills or anything with your account numbers all lying around. You want to lock those things up. And same thing with like your valuables. You want to have them like your passports or extra money and things like that. Have it in a safe or have it somewhere where people won't be able to have access to it. And then definitely don't let people in your house unless a showing is scheduled. I know sometimes like some agents will just show up to the doors, and I'll tell my sellers not to open the door if they don't have a confirmed appointment, because that can be a safety issue as well. And then for buyers, the same thing. You want to work with a trusted realtor. I know a lot of people are getting their license right now, so you just want to vet them and make sure that they're good and they're not, up to anything either, any kind of shady business. And then you want to meet like in public places, like the same thing for the initial showing. You want to meet them in the public places and bring a family and friend. Let somebody else accompany you during your viewings as well. Not somebody that's going to be all in your business, but just somebody who can be there with you just so that you're not by yourself. And then you can also like familiarize yourself with like the different neighborhoods, like the safety, reputation of the neighborhoods, just so you can be sure that it's a safe place for you to be. And again, notify people and let them know where you are. I know sometimes we like to move in silence, but in situations like this, you just want to let somebody know, hey, I'm going out and I'm seeing properties with this person tonight, and these are the homes that we're supposed to be seeing. So people are licensed to carry, so if you are, do your thing. Make sure that you're protected as well. And again, make sure that your cell phones are fully charged and that you are just vigilant during this time, because the world is changing and you just really want to be prepared. And then as you're giving information, like sometimes you're giving information to the title company, or sometimes you're giving information to your loan officer, there might be like different phone calls that you get, and you want to verify who it is that you're giving like the information to. You want to make sure that you're only giving it to the right person. You don't even have to give all of your financial information to your real estate agent. Give it to the title company, the lender, because they need that for your loan, and only give what is absolutely necessary. So, just remember, buying real estate is a great thing, but your safety counts first. Okay. Have a great one. If you have any questions, or if you have any experiences, with safety while purchasing a home, I'd love to hear it.